Laowa is celebrating their 10th anniversary this year, so what better way to honor this milestone than with the release of their Laowa 10mm f2.8 0D FF lens. This lens marks the first autofocus lens in Venus Optics Laowa lineup, as well as the world's widest f2.8 full-frame rectilinear lens. This lens has a remarkable 130.4 degree angle of view and close to zero distortion, keeping your images as true to life as possible. With an incredible field of view, this lens is great for landscapes, astrophotography, architecture, and so much more. Now, being 10mm, it's obvious this lens is incredibly wide, but what's particularly notable here is the fact that it is not a fisheye and actually has close to zero distortion. It can maintain straight lines both vertically and horizontally, making this great for architecture photography without completely warping your image. It also has excellent sharpness in both the corners and center, which we tested here with some cityscapes in Manhattan at varying apertures. This lens is made up of 15 elements in 9 groups, with 2 aspherical and 3 extra low dispersion elements. It's remarkably compact and lightweight given all these features, coming in at only 420 grams, and is only 70.8 millimeters tall. Like I mentioned before, this is the first time that a lens from the Laowa lineup will support autofocusing capability. However, autofocusing will be available exclusively for the Nikon Z and Sony E mounts in the form of a 5-blade aperture variant. Laowa has also created a 14-blade aperture version in Canon RF and Leica L mounts, which will be strictly manual focusing. Beyond the autofocusing differences, the 5-blade aperture lenses showcase a 10-point sunstar effect, with the 14-blade counterpart showing a 14-point sunstar. With a 10mm lens, you're normally envisioning sweeping landscapes and astrophotography, right? And yes, this lens can absolutely do that. But what if I told you you could also make macro images with this lens as well? This lens has an impressive minimum focus distance of 12 centimeters where you can create macro images that are almost larger than life. While shooting some of these, we had to be aware that we didn't literally bump the lens right into our subjects due to how close you can get. The macro capabilities combined with this vast field of view allows you to get incredibly unique images. So along with macro, another thing your mind probably doesn't go to when you think about 10mm lens is sports. However, we took this lens to go play ping pong with our coworkers, and it allowed us to take some super dynamic images due to the crazy field of view. As I mentioned before, you can get as close to the action as you deem safe, while still maintaining focus. For this shoot, we used the Nikon Z8 and the Sony FX3, and these combos held up great with Laowa's fast and accurate autofocusing. This lens was also great for hiking due to its compact size, and the 10mm focal length is obviously a likely companion for landscapes and nature. The possibilities are endless with the Laowa 10mm f2.8 0D FF lens, and would be perfect for someone looking to add another wide prime to their kit, but especially if you're in the market for one with close to zero distortion. Even with all the great features inside the glass like accurate autofocusing, macro capabilities, and a fast aperture, it was impressively compact and portable. We had a blast working with this lens and the incredibly unique perspective it gives you. But what do you think of the Laowa 10mm f2.8 0D FF lens? Will it make it onto your next photo or video shoot? Let us know in the comments down below. For now, I'm Sam with B&H, and I'll see you next time.